Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Daing Reza DZULKARNAIN by AZLAN. Student ID 2021630618, and today I will be talking about the magnificence of San Petronio, the Basilica of San Petronio in Bologna, Italy. So today I will unveil about the history and beauty of Bologna's iconic basilica. So the Basilica of San Petronio in Bologna, Italy, is one of the largest churches in the world, and it is famous for its unique and unusual design. The church was begun in the 14th century, specifically in the 1390, but it has remained unfinished for centuries. So there are several reasons why the basilica was never completed. I will be talking about the reasons why it is not completed, along with the beauty of this basilica. So San Petronio is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. It is one of the largest churches in the world and one of the most impressive landmarks in the city of Bologna. This basilica is full of history and beauty, and it has many stories to tell. So basilica is basically like a church. Um, it is a church that has been blessed by the Pope. So this basilica, located in Italy, is significant enough for it to attain the title of basilica. One reason is why this structure remains unfinished is because the church was built as a symbol of power and wealth of the city of Bologna, and the citizens of Bologna were in competition with other cities in Italy at the time. At the time, it's during the Renaissance era um, where the citizens of Europe were racing to flaunt their wealth. However, the construction of the basilica was extremely expensive, and the city struggled to find the funds to complete the building. So, firstly, the facade. The facade of San Petronio is a work of art. It is made of marble and has a beautiful rose window. The portal is decorated with statues of saints and biblical scenes. The facade is a perfect example of the Gothic style, and it is an invitation to enter the basilica. So another reason why this structure remained unfinished is because the unfinished state of the basilica were there were disagreements among the architects and builders involved in the project about how to complete the church. In particular, there was a dispute over the height of the nave, which was intended to be the tallest in the world at that time, but the original plans called for a nave height of 45 meters, but the building was never completed to this height because, yeah, disagreements among the architects. Next is the interior. The interior of San Petronio is breathtaking. The nave is lined with chapels and decorated with frescoes and sculptures. The high altar is a masterpiece of goldsmith art. The walls are adorned with beautiful paintings painted by famous painters during the time, such as Da Vinci himself. So the interior is a true feast for the eyes, even till this day. Uh, so finally, the reason why the basilica remains unfinished is because the church was also affected by political and religious turmoil in Bologna and throughout Italy. The Protestant Reformation, which is the political party during the time, for example, caused many of the funds that had been earmarked for the basilica to be redirected to other causes, such as militaries mm, and sculptures. Additionally, the conflicts between the papacy and the city of Bologna also affected the church's construction. Next is the sundial. San Petronio has the world's largest sundial on its floor. It is a masterpiece of astronomy and engineering. The sundial was designed by the famous astronomer Giovanni Domenico Cassini in the 17th century. It is a unique feature of the basilica and attracts many visitors. And this proves that this basilica was not finished for centuries. Even it was first started uh, it was first started during the 14th century and till the 17th century, 300 years apart. There are still features that they want to add into it. Uh, so next is the meridian line. San Petronio also has a meridian line on its floor. It is a scientific instrument that allows to measure the exact movement of the winter solstice. The meridian line was designed by the astronomer himself, Gianova Domenico Cassini, in the 17th century. It is a remarkable example of the religion between science and religion. So this also shows that the the bare the bare hard work that it took for this basilica to finish. Even till now, till this day, you can go to Bologna yourself to see and witness the beauty of this basilica whilst it was clearly look unfinished. So in conclusion, San Petronio is a true gem of Bologna. Its history and beauty make it a must-see attraction for tourists and locals alike. The basilica is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture and it is full of art, science, and spirituality. Visiting San Petronio is an unforgettable experience. So despite those challenges that I have talked about throughout the video, the Basilica of San Petronio remains a remarkable architecture achievement with its unique blend of Gothic and Renaissance styles. Today, visitors to the basilica can see the partially completed nave and the many beautiful artworks that adorn the church's interior. So, uh, the the most important, the most vital reasons why the basilica remains unfinished is because of the political turmoil. The the churches at the time and the conflict of the world at the time throughout Europe has made it impossible for the church to be finished. And till this day, there are architects that wanted to finish the structures, but it has been it falls short because of the locals that stated that the basilica should remain like that so that it would be a long reminder history for them to not be in a political turmoil. And with that, thank you for listening.